Hey everyone, how's it going? So I'm out in the garage with this beauty of a guitar that's collapsed in top. Don't know if the pickups work, don't know if the switches work, none of that. It does tune, has some nice Grover tuners. You can see how rusty the strings are, so I'm just going to cut those off, start tearing into it, and you guys can have a watch. The tools I'm going to be using are some Knipex Cobras, just a Milwaukee ratcheting screwdriver, a Husky Phillips screwdriver, big flat, just an old Craftsman I think. I'm not sure it's worn off, it's old. Some little cutters, flush cutters, an interior trim tool for popping off the pegs, flat putty knife and a shorter, stubby, sharpened putty knife, as well as this tray to put the miscellaneous parts that I get. So I will just set you over here, and yeah, that's good enough. Commence to the demolition of this beast. Cut the strings first. Okay, those are out of the way. This piece here is a piece of a shower curtain. Whoever had it, because the bridge collapsed, they put that in there just to get the necessary string height. I don't think I'll be keeping that. We'll take these strings off of the tuners. Let's see, let's start with this one. Geez, somebody wrapped these around here an awful lot. Is that one gone? Let's get rid of this one now. That one's gone. Make sure I don't lose those. Not that I want to keep them, it's just I don't want them all over the floor. Sometimes if they're hooked over, it's easier to just cut the hooked end off and pull it out. But usually they just come right out once you unwind them. You do want to be careful though, because if there's any sprung tension on these and it flies out and pokes you in the eye, it's not going to be pleasant. Okay, that one gone. One left. Gone. Okay, we'll just take these strings. I'm just going to run them and put them straight over into the garbage. Well, actually I won't. I'll wait till I get the other ends off. So for this end, the strings are held in with these pegs that should theoretically lift out. Okay, hold on. Let's try something else here. I don't know. We'll see. Got a few different tools to try here. First thing I'm going to try are some little precision needle nose. See if they can get under there and pull that out. Easy peasy. There we go. Take that out. We'll actually put those in the parts bin. That's out. I do have a special tool for this. It's in the house though. And you don't exactly need a special tool. There we go. I already lost one of the strings. Hold on. I'm curious as to just how old these strings are. I don't think this guitar has seen any love in a long time. I have ordered a completely new bridge for this, but I don't know. I'm going to see if I can salvage that thing. Probably won't be using these tuning pegs. They're not the same. If you can see, these are different colors, larger dot on the top. So they have been replaced at some point, or some of them have. That's it for that. Well, that was easy. The knob came off. Screw. Put that in there. See if this one can unscrew by hand too. That would be swell. Normally I'd be a bit more worried about scratching up the finish of the guitar, but not so much with this one. Okay, pop that out, put the nut in the washer, retaining nut in the washer for the pots, volume and tone pots. Next, we'll take off the strap buttons. Okay, that came out easy as can be. Even has a nice little felt washer. Surprising. Now, like I said, normally I'd be a lot more careful with the finish of the guitar. I'd have it down on a mat or a towel or something, but oh, this screw's bent. It's going all wonky as I turn it. But it too has the felt washer on it between the body and the button. So, somebody gave a shit about this guitar at one point. And then they either stopped caring or gave it to somebody who never cared. Alright, now let's take the tuners out. We will use a pair of Nipex Cobras on the retaining nuts. We'll loosen them up first. Oh. Okay, that came out. A little ferrule came with it. We'll just keep those together. Set those there. It's probably going to be a bit of a long video. I can see I'm already at 8 minutes. We've only gotten this far. So, I don't know. If you're not that interested in guitar repair videos, this might not be the one for you to watch. Or I suppose you can always fast forward and skip ahead to interesting bits. I just figured I'd do it as it happened rather than start something, then end it and cut it and come back when it's already done, just in case I ran into any problems along the way, which is usually likely to happen in something old and beat up like this. So far, so good. Getting the neck off is going to be the fun part. I have a feeling it's been glued on besides being screwed on or bolted on. Okay. Gone. And then there were two. Let's see if this side helps. A little more light never hurts anything when you're filming stuff. Okay, got those out. We'll take them and put them in the container. These little containers are just super handy for stuff like this. I picked this one up at the dollar store for like $2. You can see you can just separate everything, take the dividers out if you need bigger spaces. They're just perfect for disassembly of small stuff like this. Carburetors, super handy for that. Flip it over. And here's our smaller Phillips screwdriver. Should just be one screw holding each of these Grover tuners in. There we go. That's it. You can look at them, they're all gunky and I don't know, even looks like mildew or something on them. Thankfully they haven't been spray painted or anything like most of the rest of the guitar. So that's a good thing. The most valuable part of the guitar are the tuners here. Still appear to be in decent shape. And it too looks the same, white crusties on it. We'll give them a good soak in something, I'm not sure what. Clean them up. But I've got some Grover tuners on another guitar that are ancient and they're still function perfectly. As far as I'm concerned, Grover are the best tuners you can get. And I mean, honestly, if nothing else, this guitar is worth obtaining for the tuners alone. I can use them on another project. All right. Put those in another pocket. This is just going too smooth. Makes me think that getting the top off the guitar is going to be a pain in the butt to make up for all this relative easiness of disassembly. All right, here we go. Tuners are out. There's the head sans tuners. Now let's try the neck plate. It has been painted multiple times, as has the rest of the guitar. It looks like it's been spray painted badly. At least they're snug. These aren't loose or overly tight. That's a good sign. They will need some cleaning up if I'm going to reuse them, or the neck plate, which I think I will reuse the neck plate, being as it's the original Hondo neck plate. Well, those are some long screws. They are what? 2 inches, exactly 2 inches long. Which is why I switched over to the cordless screwdriver here. I wouldn't be screwing my hands off, my wrists off, my ass off? No. Screwing my ass off doesn't sound right. Doesn't sound like something I want to do, frankly. Again, relatively trouble-free. All 4 screws, none of them stripped, no big hunks of wood came out with them. They all look good. The plate itself comes off easy enough. And yeah, if you look, I don't know how the light is. There you go. And see the H for Hondo? It's the old Hondo logo. This one we're going to take out a divider. Okay. Now, theoretically, the neck should just pop off, in theory. First we're going to try and pry it a little bit here. Maybe give it a little tap. Okay. This could prove to be the problem. One thing I'm going to try here is, there we go. Just going to use a utility knife here and try and score some of the lines, the glue here or whatever on the edges, as much as I can. Nice scratch in the neck, not that it matters, I'll be refinishing the neck. Okay. Let's just try this. There you go. Easy peasy. Took some of the wood, it's been shimmed. You can see the wooden shims in it. Held on with clear tape. So somebody's shimmed it. I don't know if this was the person who I got this from or what. Let's see if I can get the rest of this wood off of here. Interesting. Let's turn it that way. I said normally you'd be more delicate working with this stuff, but in this case it would be kind of hard to make it worse. There you go. Clean that up. The neck is off. You can see paint lines from where it's been spray painted several times. The frets themselves are worn extremely flat. Look at that. I might have to get a new neck or refret this thing. I've never refretted a guitar. Might be a good opportunity to learn. Who knows? Surprisingly, the nut isn't bad. Oops, there you go. It's loose. While we're at it, let's take off the truss rod cover here. What are we at now? 18 minutes. I'll try and stop this one around 20, and then, when I get to the next part, I will do another video. All right, well that one's stripped. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video now. I'll do another one when I get the truss rod cover off. Well, there you go, I can slide it aside. Might as well take the nut off, and you can see there's an Allen key in there. Allen bolt, Allen truss rod. Put the nut in there. And there we go. So next video, I will be trying to get the electronics out of here. There's no back cover plate or anything. So I might just have to break apart the top to get the electronics out. I don't know if they work or not. But that's it for this video. So part 2 will be taking the electronics out, finishing taking off the truss rod cover, and possibly include fitting a new top. If I get this on off easy enough, that'll be it. So here we go. Almost coming up on 20 minutes exactly. Thank you for watching. Have a great day and take care.